Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to talk about these famous folks. Well, before I get into the video, I'm going to just say it is storming where I'm at right now. So if you hear something in the background, a little thundering, it's alright. It's just storming. It's springtime. It is what it is. But today I'm going to talk about these famous folks and they transformations that they have had over the years. And I've done a video about this. So if you want to watch, I could say part 1 of this same subject, you can go and check it out. This is what it looked like. But I could talk about Lil' Kim and, her transformation, K. Michelle. But I want to talk about how they are getting so upset that their supporters or fans or people on the internet are noticing that they changed their body. Like, I'm trying to figure out why they so angry. They want to say, oh, y'all bullying me. And like, it's not bullying. I don't feel like it's bullying. I think people are just observing or making an observation, or they just noticing that, hey, dang, you look different. Like, I don't think that's bullying. That's just noticing what you did to yourself. And I just find it quite odd that they want to preach that somebody bullied them or somebody is bullying them because they notice that they look different. There's a difference between somebody getting online and saying, you look like this, or you look like, a negative word. They're just telling people you look different. And they hate when people get in the comments and say, dang, she got a different face. Dang, her butt look like 10 times bigger since last week. Like, I don't understand why they hate that so much. But then act like it ain't no shame in their game about getting surgery. Like, make it make sense. Which one you want to do? So Cardi B is the first person up on I'm finna say on the docket. Who have I been watching? Cardi B is the first person I'm about to talk about because she recently went off on a supporter in the comments about them saying that, hey, you look like you got a new face. So this is what the young lady said in the comments. She said her face just keep changing. She looks good though. Now, that's just an observation. She's saying like, hey, her face do look different every time I see her, but she still looks good. So she's not saying you ugly, you this, you that. That's not bullying. She didn't say anything negative. She just said she looks different, basically. Then Cardi goes in the comments and talk about how her nose was done in 2020. It's been 2 years. She got 30 pounds. She gained 30 pounds because of pregnancy. And then her nose settled in. And then looking snatched every week. What'd you say? The nose finally settled and looking snatched. Her nose looks snatched. Oh, okay. Then it says every week y'all post the same comment. It's getting old and I post every week. So please tell me when I have time to recover from every new face y'all claim I have every 2 days. It's getting old. Just say I look good and go. Now, and in the person's defense on the internet, they did say she looked good, but they also said she have a different face. Now, I don't understand. Like, first of all, people already know that in the pictures that famous folks post on Instagram don't necessarily mean that's the post of that day. Like, just because they posted that day, they could have took that picture 2 or 3 months ago. Like, we seen Drake on Instagram yesterday. He had a haircut. Today he got braids going to the back. Like, come on now. Literally. So just because, you post every day, that don't mean that's you that particular day. That could have been you 3 months ago. That's how celebrities be pregnant or they said they'd be pregnant. And, they still, like Sierra, on her Instagram, she's still posting pictures with her skinny. And then it was somebody came out who saw her in public who revealed that she was pregnant. But all the pictures she posts, all her advertisements, everything that she's supporting right now shows that she's still skinny. So those pictures had to have been taken months ago. Because Sierra looked like she's almost getting ready to deliver. So just because you post every day don't mean that that's you on that particular day that you post, right? Now, people can do what they want. That's her face. That's her body. She can do what she want to do with it. It's the fact that when people make an observation, they want to be angry and get mad about it. Like, why? So remember, Cardi B have always said she got on live one day and said that she got lipo, she got them fake abs done because she had a performance or something she had to do. She always talking about how she got something done to her body. So when people notice what she have gotten done, I don't understand why it even triggers them to even respond. But remember back in this time when she was talking about people who had surgeries, remember this?
3 or 4 or 5 surgeries, and they just want to keep on going to Colombia and keep doing it all over and over again. And I just don't be understanding why. You can't change them. The only way you can change them and change self-esteem is if they go to therapy.
So she was saying back then, when she don't look like that now, when she had her different face, that, you know, that people needed therapy if they getting 2, 3, 4, and 5 surgeries. Now, I guess she trying to say she need therapy now because she's constantly going on the table, going under the knife. Like, every time you see her, she does look different. But it is what it is. If that's how they feel, that's how they feel. I just find it kind of crazy how celebrities want or famous people want the public, the internet, to think they're so confident, they're this, they're that. And, you know, it seems like the everyday people are more confident and more secure within themselves than famous people are. Because it's the famous people you look at, every time you see them, they look different. Now, I can see the same person for 5+ years, and they look exactly the same. And it's not because, oh, they ain't got the money to do that. No. If you see how many people walking around with these butts and all this stuff done, clearly people have the money to get it done. They got payment plans and everything else for that type of stuff. Not that I know, but I'm just saying I'm pretty sure they do have payment plans because they going to get their money how they get it. I mean, if you need some teeth done, you can get on the payment plan. So it's like, it's not that people are not paying for it or can't do it because they're not famous. Like, folks act like only famous people can go and get something done to themselves. That is completely untrue. So, some ain't adding up. So then Cardi B also was mad again that somebody said something about, observed that she looked different, and she went on another little rant.
Want to put it down? You can. I'm going to stay on top. With this face, with this natural face, makeup or not.
I'm convinced that she, you know, in this rant, she was saying, I just woke up, y'all was somebody look different. I am convinced that these famous people are not as confident and secure within themselves as they lead on to make the other people think. You know, like every time famous people want to get into an argument with somebody, they always want to bring up money and what they got and all these materialistic things, which have nothing to do with what the argument be about. I just really feel like a lot of them are not as secure as they think, as they make people believe that they are, which can be anybody. But I just find it weird that every time 5 people say something about the way they look, they go on the whole rant like 20,000 people said it or 1 million people said it. They be having 200 million followers, and then the 10,000 people out of that 200 million say something about their face. They want to get online and be triggered about it. It just makes no sense because a lot of people be giving her compliments saying she look good. Why don't they just focus on them? Why do those little small amount of people who actually say something about it, even if it's a big amount, even if you know you went at a knife, you know you look different. It's like if we looking at you and know you look different, when you look at yourself, you know you look different. I mean, come on now. Come on. Moving on. Big Lotto. She was the next person who recently got into it with the internet over the way that she looked. Then people were saying that her butt looked pointy, which this picture on the far right, if you look at it, her butt does look pointy. Now, if you go back and from the rap game days when when the internet really started knowing her, up until now, her body does look different. At first, when I seen her, I was thinking like, oh, it's because we seen her when she was a teen. And, you know, she was growing into her womanhood and all this different type of stuff. She gained a little bit of weight. And, you know, maybe that's why she looks like she became shapely but I think she did do something to her butt. And she was one of them people, I seen her do some performance, and then I think that's when it stood out because she never had like a flat butt to begin with. She was already shapely, but I think she did something to enhance her butt, which makes it look like that pointy picture on the right. But before that, I mean, her butt was fine. I think they just go under the pressures of the internet and everybody looking at you and pointing out your every flaw. I think they feel like, this is just my personal opinion, that they have to all look like that in order to sell records, in order to, I mean, that's what it look like right now. Like, if I don't have big breasts, big butt, flat stomach, no blemishes on my skin, I'm not gonna sell any records. That's what it looked like to them. And I feel like they all just fall under that same pressure of getting stuff done. I think that was Asian doll who went and got her breast real big and said she regretted it and she only got it done because the label said she needed breast, or she felt like she needed breast. Like, y'all just gotta say enough is enough and put an end to it, because if your music is good, people gonna listen to it. Like, I really believe some of these women be looking like sex slaves when you look at them, because it's like, you don't wake up every day and say, I'm gonna get on the gram and be naked. I'm just talking about my body parts every single day. Like, why do they make them do that? And I ain't gonna say make them. Well, yeah, make them, because they do be under them contracts and they gotta talk about what them people tell them to talk about. But it ain't worth it. But anyway, Lotto got into it with the internet because the internet was saying, dang girl, your butt look pointy. Which, it's just an observation. If you look at it on the right, it does look pointy compared to what her butt used to look like back in the time. So, she went on to her Instagram and her story and posted multiple videos about her butt and saying, y'all can, like, yep, I'm bothered that y'all said that, don't play with her, she the biggest, etc., etc. And so she went on ahead and posted all these videos. And my thing is, if you know you did something to your butt, or if you look at the picture, you would know that your butt look pointy. So it's not that people are saying something that's not truthful. It's just, maybe you just don't want to hear it. But at the end of the day, like, you can be real with yourself and look at it and be like, you know what? It did look a little pointy. Like, it's like, all you got to do is don't say nothing about it. Let it go. Move on. Or just look at it and be like, you know what, y'all right. It was a little pointy. I mean, it is what it is. Like, you don't have to show 15,000 videos to prove your butt is not pointy. Clearly, it was pointy in that video. Clearly. Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying this video. I just popped in to say, make sure you head on over to FreeDomeApparel.com. I have t-shirts, Protect Your Energy t-shirts, It's the Melanin t-shirts, and my FreeDome Apparel logo t-shirts, and many more. I also have fanny packs, and I also have masks to match the t-shirts. If you find anything interesting, the link will be in the description box below. So let's get right back into the video. Now, K. Michelle, she is famous for getting on lives and going at people who's talking about her appearance, that how she looks different. This is time and time again, she gets on live and sometimes she be crying, talking about, y'all always want to say I look different. Girl, you do look different. I mean, just look at these pictures I have up right here. You look different. It's just an observation. Nobody said she looked ugly. Nobody said, anything about that. It's just an observation that the woman looked different. She looked completely different, especially if you know her from Love and Hip Hop days. If you know her from Love and Hip Hop, you know that the K. Michelle we looking at right now, it's not the K. Michelle from Love and Hip Hop. Two different people almost. And that was before she did that big, like, she had got her butt done, but it wasn't when she went extreme and got that extra butt on top of the butt she already had. It was before that. So, even if you knew her before Love and Hip Hop, when she was putting out her music before she got on the show, you would know that she looked completely different. Like, she almost looked like Sierra in this picture. Like, I do feel like they be changing faces. Like, they can say what they want to say. But anyway, she was the next person to want to get on her live and, cry and be mad and talking about people are bullying her. But this is the thing. When you get on your live and you say one thing and you are inconsistent to what you say about your appearance, people going to pick up on that. The internet, once it's on the internet, it's on the internet. So this first video, she was saying, like, she's never been under the knife. She never got nothing done to her face. And then you'll see in another video, she clearly say she got her nose done. So it's like, have you ever been under the knife? Yes or no? So it's like, when they be so inconsistent, like, everybody knows she got her butt done. That's something that she couldn't hide, because we saw her butt get double times bigger right in front of our face. It was so stiff that, you can very well tell that she did something to her body. And when she went and was getting it reduced, people was proud of her for doing that. Nobody was coming at her like bullying her because she decided to reduce her butt. Like, does that even make sense? Oh, you decided to reduce your butt, we're gonna bully you for that. No, people was happy that she was getting healthy. And then majority of the internet, from what I saw, was saying she looked better when she got her butt reduction. Nobody, and she got on a lot of time about, y'all bully me because I got my butt reduction. No, I think that's just a way for her to distract, to, what's the word I'm looking for? To not talk about what the topic at hand. That's what I felt like. But listen to what she said.
Different. You look so different. I haven't touched my face. I've never had a fucking knife to my face. Went and got some money. I've always been honest with
Now you hear her say she ain't touched the face.
But stop telling a motherfucker they look different and who are they? I'm the same.
Bullying somebody. Like, what if somebody fucking had problems? I'm the person trying to help people with plastic surgery. I haven't did nothing. Look, I haven't did nothing to my face. Y'all gonna put some surgeries off on me? Like, come on. You're gonna put some surgeries on me? Like, that's ridiculous. Like, yes, we all know I've had a nose job. That was 6 years ago. 6 years ago. No, the dog is... Nobody has touched their face. I've come from Colombia. Like, from my reconstruction on my butt, I was there 2 months. Y'all didn't come over here to...
And see, that's the thing. Now, you see in her first live, she swore up and down she ain't never went under no knife. And then said that she got her nose done 6 years ago. If you take that live on the second live with the pink hair, I think that was in 2021. So 6 years from that was way after that first live. So come on now. Like, that first live was after 2015. So after 2015, which was 6 years ago from 2021, she would have had her nose done. But if you look at that live, she swore up and down she ain't never had nothing touch her face. So it's kind of like when they are not being consistent with their stories, I think that also makes people point out like how they look different. Because it's a lot of famous people that I look at, they look nothing like they looked 5 years ago. A lot that people don't even talk about. But the ones that continue to get on the line and say, nah, I ain't do this to myself, I didn't. Like, the people that actually address it are the ones who continue to get the not backlash, but are the ones who continue to, like, people notice that they did something. Like Khloe Kardashian, she clearly did something to herself. Clearly. If anybody watched Keeping Up with the Kardashians, you know that she looks nothing like she did the first season of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. And that doesn't mean like, oh, when the people come into money, they look different. They already had a queen when they got on the show. Yes, she got older. Maybe her style changed. Maybe her hair changed. But your whole facial structure do not change unless you probably lost a little weight. It'll look, you'll look a little slimmer or something. But she was already slim. We already seen her in her slim face. So, that's beside the point. But anyway, last but not least, Queen B herself, Miss Kim. Now, I wasn't even gonna do her, but she looked like 5 or 6 different people from the time that I first known her, from the 90s up until now. It's just hard for me to believe that this is the exact same person. I don't care if she sound the same as far as her voice, but the way she looked, them just not the same people. And I know a lot of people was like, it's because y'all always want to make fun of her, and it's because she got her nose broken because she was in an abusive relationship. That's why she had. Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying this video. This is the journal called Unleash the Image. It's give you an opportunity to write about your day, just release everything. A lot of people wear a lot of different hats, especially if you're a parent, you have different businesses, etc., etc. So I love this journal for that reason. If you like what you see, head over to Amazon, type in Unleash the Image in the search bar, and this will pop up. It's only $14.99, so get you a journal and, relax and meditate. Now let's get back into the video. I mean, that statement is like partially true. If you listen to the interview she did, she said that she was already doing work on her face before the incident happened to where her nose was broken. She just, when her nose was broken, she had to just do more work on her face. So she was already messing with her face before that incident even happened. So it wasn't because of the incident that she started getting her nose fixed like people want to portray. Not saying that, it is what it is, but I'm just saying it's not that. When people say something about her face, people always be like, yeah, I need to stop because the reason why she had to do that is because she was in an abusive relationship, etc., etc. That was not the reason why she started messing up her face. She clearly said that in the interview, but people just took the second part, which is her talking about she had got it done again once she her nose got broken because she was in an abusive relationship. But even since she's been out that abusive relationship years and years ago, she's still been getting stuff done. She clearly on this picture looked like the fifth or sixth different person that she have looked since the 90s. Like I don't know.
You talked about how I guess you had to fix your nose too after one point, right?
I had fixed it already, and then after that it was broke again. So I had to fix it.
So this year she said I had fixed it already. So that means she fixed it already. Mean I was already doing work on my face before that incident even happened.
To go again. So that was an unplanned surgery.
Yeah, it was. That's why I go to the side.
With the surgery and stuff, because everybody has an opinion about you having the surgery on your face.
I think they talked more about it the day I got indicted, and I was all on TV because,
And mind you, this interview was done at least 10 years ago.
You do stuff to yourself, you need time to heal. And I had just, with, to my doctor and everything, whatever, to fix some things and, do what I wanted to do. And, I didn't know I was going to be in a Chanel handcuffs the next day. So.
Off to the hardcore poster.
Thank you.
Why did you decide to get so much cosmetic surgery?
Why would you?
So the first interview is when she was sitting down with Angie Martinez back in the Gap, and they were talking about her surgeries. Angie Martinez have a way of bringing certain things out of people that's not, the Charlemagne way of bringing stuff out of people. But you notice with Angie, she was a little bit more telling on the reason why or that she did things to her face, or more open to speaking about it. And when Charlemagne directly said, why did you get all that done in your face? She kind of took offense to it. It's like, I don't know why you're taking offense. Because clearly, if you know Lil' Kim, not know her, but if you've seen her over the years, she looked like a completely different person.
Ask me that.
Because we want to know.
But there's so many people who have surgery, so I don't know where that question is coming from. But
Like, what do you mean you don't know where it's coming from? Clearly, it's coming from us looking at you. And you look different, which, again, she could do what she want to do. Now, mind you, these interviews was at least, 10, 11 years in between time. So maybe when she first was getting it done, she was more open and talking about it. Now that every day, that's what people talk about when they look at her. Because every time I see a picture of Lil' Kim, the first thing I think is, dang, she look different. Honestly, that's what I think every time I see a picture of her, because she never looked exactly like she did the previous time I've seen her. So whatever she got going on in the picture, I don't even be thinking about or looking at just because she looked like such a different person. It's like, let me zoom in, because who is that? Is that even the same look? Is that even the Lil' Kim? Like, who is that? You never know with these industry people. But yeah, I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think about all this in the comments. I just be trying to figure out why they get so angry when supporters or fans or everyday people, whatever you want to call them, notice that they look like completely different people. Like, they face do not be the same. And it's not a bullying thing. It's not, oh, you ain't got nothing better to do, you want to talk about them. No, it's just an observation. It's like, dang. Because how many people do you know in your day-to-day life? You see them one day and 3 days later, they look completely different. Whether they got money or not. I know lots of people that have money. They don't look different when I see them in 3 days. It ain't got nothing to do with, oh, that's because they broke. They can't fix nothing of that. No. Let that narrative go. Y'all swear everybody in the world be broke. That's the argument it's because y'all broke. No, it's because we got eyes and we can see. Like, literally, these people look different. They don't even look like the same people. Then you zoom in, you look closely. You ain't even got to look closely because I don't even be examining their pictures like that. I just be glancing at them and notice they look different. But, I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this whole situation down in the comments, and I'm out.